Tonight, we have yet more new images. What happened during the 1/6 insurrection, riot, desecration at our Capitol. The Justice Department today released more video evidence at the request of NBC News and other news organizations. The feds say this clip shows a police officer being taunted and assaulted outside the Capitol, and our usual fair warning. Just like what we watched on that day in real time, the images are disturbing.
Don't touch me, bro. Get the out of here. No, they work for us.
Feds also released a video allegedly uploaded to Facebook by the man who they say attacked that officer.
What patriots do? We disarm them, and then we storm the Capitol.
Investigators have identified the man as Scott Fairlamb. He hails from New Jersey. He has pleaded not guilty to assault. We also heard from the former Vice President Mike Pence today. Pence is the one seen on surveillance video being rushed to safety by the Secret Service on January 6th. Remember, rioters could be heard chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." Trump had accused him of being disloyal for following the Constitution and refusing to overturn the election results. Well, today, Pence spoke to religious conservatives at the Faith and Freedom Coalition conference. And as he tried to speak, boos and cries of traitor rained down from the crowd.
And I want to thank my friend Ralph Reed for those overly generous words. I'm deeply humbled by them. Ralph Reed knows me well enough to know the introduction I prefer is a little bit shorter. I'm a Christian, a conservative, and a Republican in that order, and I am honored to stand before you today.
Frank, various Republican members of Congress have been trying to tell us we didn't see what we saw on 1/6, that it certainly wasn't an insurrection, that it certainly wasn't violent. Senator Ron Johnson said they stayed within the velvet ropes in remarks that may have been translated from the original Russian, that it was no different from tourists visiting the Capitol that day. To that end, what's your takeaway with each new clip that you see from that day?
Brian, I know watching these clips as they come out is disturbing, and I understand why we need to give a warning before viewers see such disturbing content. But here's the thing. Here's the value in seeing this. When I look at it through a law enforcement lens, I see the depth of anger, the depth to which certain people in our society have bought into this deception and seem willing to harm others and themselves in the process. And I have to keep drawing an analogy to international terrorism and the lessons learned there, which is that when you see people willing to commit to the point of death or injuring others, demonizing others, willing to martyr themselves for some deceptive cause, you need to be alarmed. And we need to be alarmed as a society that these people were committed in this fashion to such a big lie. It's very disturbing. And to hear and see that some of these folks were connected to law enforcement, perhaps some even career former law enforcement, is particularly disturbing.
And certainly radicalized, to your point about the parallels between this and what you've seen over the course of your career overseas.